Chondrodysplasia is a big name for a relatively rare disease that keeps a beagle very small, resulting in deformed vertebrae and legs and joint pain. Some people call the affected dogs dwarf beagles. What does chondrodysplasia beagles have to do with you and your sales career? Well, I would like to pose that some people, some salespeople, some business owners, and we're all guilty of this at some point, play a small game. We try and play dwarf. We keep to ourselves and we play a small game. And typically I think that is based around one thing and one thing only, and that is fear. Fear of failure. Fear of being made a fool of. Fear of things not going the way that you planned it to go. And I figured something out about fear, and hopefully it helps you so that you don't have chondrodysplasia in your sales career. And that is, fear only has one strategy and one strategy only. If you haven't figured it out right now, I'm kind of a weird guy. I think about things weirdly. I actually have personified fear in my mind, and I call him Mr. Clayton. And Mr. Clayton is this little dude that taps me on the shoulder and goes, "Oh, Steve, have you thought about this?" Or "This is where it could go wrong," or "I don't think it's going to work out that well." And I go, "Thanks, Mr. Clayton. Now you've told me exactly what I should be doing. All you're trying to do is keep me safe." I tap him on the shoulder and I say, "Why don't you go just chill out in the corner and just be by yourself?" And Mr. Clayton goes, "Okay, yeah, sure. No worries, Steve." And off he goes. He's got no backbone, Mr. Clayton. And I realized one thing, right? That Mr. Clayton's strategy and your Mr. or Mrs. Fear personification does the same thing. It only has one strategy, and that is to add time to the equation. It's its only strategy. It says, "Steve, don't do it yet. Do it tomorrow. Do it later. Wait until this happens." And what happens is you get in this perpetual state of waiting, okay? Waiting, which means you play small. You have chondrodysplasia. You become a dwarf. You hide in your own little shell and you don't want to go anywhere. So, don't become a dummy. Don't be a little beagle. Don't have chondrodysplasia. Play a big game. Address the fears in your life. Personify and make the Mr. or Mrs. Fear in your mind a strange little weedy person that has no backbone. Realize that all that person is trying to do is help you, but also that there's a secret weapon. It's telling you exactly what you should be doing. So if it says, "Be afraid to make the phone call," well, that's exactly what you should be doing. "Be afraid to tell that person how you really feel," well, that's exactly what you should be doing. And then starve it of its strategy, which is time. Eliminate time from the equation and do a Nike. Just go ahead and do it. So I hope that helps. A little bit of a strange one. Purposely. Hopefully it sticks in your mind and you do something with it this week. Question of the week: what's something you're going to do today to scare the crap out of yourself?